Okay, so I saw this post the other day, and it's just been on my mind lately because it really bothered me with how people really are these days. This woman was going on a date for the first time in several years. She got all dolled up, went to the location that apparently they were supposed to meet at, and then ends up being stood up. This doesn't go to everybody, but this does go for those of you who do stand people up. Listen, if you don't want to date that person, just tell them that. You may think it sounds mean when you tell them you're not interested, but what's worse? Telling them flat out you don't want to go on a date with them, or having them waste their time in an entire day to get prepared for a date that you know you're not going to participate in. I don't know how many of you have been stood up or have stood other people up, but I'm telling you right now, it's time to stop playing games with people. Seriously, if you are not interested, then just tell that person that you just are not interested in them. Seriously, it's a lot easier than having them waste their time to get dressed up for something that you know for a fact is not going to happen. Regardless of what your reasoning is, it could be that maybe you're just not interested in dating anybody at all at that moment. Or maybe you don't want to date that particular person because maybe you are just not attracted to them the way you thought you were, or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Just tell them before the actual date. And then to stand them up is trifling. If you're not going to be there for whatever reason, just tell them. This poor woman literally had her heart broken because someone didn't have the balls to just say, I don't want to do this. Do it before somebody takes their time out to get prepared for a date that you know you're not going to participate in. Stop playing games. It's not funny. You're wasting people's time, pissing people off, and honestly, this is probably why a lot of people are single now. Tired of this bullshit. What's the purpose? You think you're going to go on a date and deal with somebody that's at least halfway decent. Next thing you know, you get all dressed up, dolled up, decked out, go to the location only for them to be like, no response, no text, no phone call, no absolutely nothing, just flat out ignoring you. Trifling. One thing I learned in life, some of y'all are not going to like this, but I'm going to say this anyway. I would much rather be mean and honest than sweet and full of shit. And I'm not saying all sweet people are full of shit, and I'm not saying all honest people are mean. I'm just saying sometimes it's perceived and received wrong to the point where y'all would rather play a bunch of little games instead of just telling somebody, I'm not interested in you. It's just that simple. Instead of having somebody literally waste practically a whole day to get prepared for something that isn't going to happen for whatever reason. All I'm saying is just be honest with each other, please. This is just really sad and ridiculous at this point. And I don't know, maybe some of y'all have been stood up before. I don't know. But if you have, I am sorry. But for those of you who have done the standing up part, knock it off. If you don't want to date the person, just tell them. Okay? Just say that. Whether it be text message, phone call, in person, on social media, who cares? Just tell them you don't want to date them. That's it. I'd much rather hear that than for me to waste an entire day getting ready for something for no purpose. That's all I'm saying. Just tell them you're just not interested. That's it. That's all.